So what actually changed for this World Cup? Almost everything about how it's officiated. Let's go through all of it, one piece at a time. Where do we start? With the clock, the part of the game that got the most direct rewrite. Ever notice how the player being subbed off just strolls? Not anymore. He's got 10 seconds to leave, or his team plays a man down until the next stoppage. And what happens if you stall on a throw-in instead? The ref counts to 5, and if you're not quick, the ball just goes to the other team. Why does an injury now cost you a full minute off the pitch? So players stop using treatment as a free timeout. And the one loophole that's still open? Not the keeper leaving the pitch. That's still allowed. But now nobody can wander over for a coaching chat while it happens. How big was this problem really? In Qatar, teams lost an average of 8 minutes and 34 seconds a match just to slow substitutions alone. And has any of this actually bitten a team yet? Yes, twice in fact. Paraguay missed the 10-second window against the USA in the 85th minute and played 10 men for nearly a full minute. And in the Bosnia game against Canada, Kolašinac ran out the clock on a throw-in, so Canada just got the ball instead. So what about the video ref? Did its job change too? Not the job, just how far it can reach. What could VAR always look at? Just 4 things: straight reds, penalty decisions, goals scored directly, and basic mistaken identity. What's new for 2026? A wrongly given second yellow can now be overturned, though a first yellow still can't be touched. If the ref cards the wrong player entirely, that can be fixed cleanly on review. A bad corner kick call can be corrected before the kick is even taken. And a foul committed before the ball's even back in play at a set piece is now fair game too, if it affects the outcome. There's tech behind this as well. How precise is offside now? Down to the millimeter, using 3D player avatars built from body scans. And even the ball is in on it. It's got a motion sensor chip feeding data straight into VAR. So can VAR just overturn anything now? No, it still only steps in for a clear, obvious mistake, never a subjective 50-50 call. And that limit has already shown up in real matches. Tim Ream's card against Paraguay got reversed because there genuinely was no contact. In the Canada-Qatar game, a penalty got downgraded to a free kick, but the card got upgraded to red, both corrected in the same review. And how far back can VAR actually look? Far enough to disallow a goal for a foul in the build-up, which is exactly what happened to Egypt against Argentina. What happens when a player just won't let it go with the referee? 2 new red cards answer that. Why would covering your mouth get you sent off? Because it's used to hide what players are saying, including racial abuse, from the cameras. And walking off the pitch in protest? That's a straight red now too, a direct response to what happened at the AFCON final. And there's a fully enforced anti-racism protocol behind all of this, in 3 steps. First, the match pauses, and there's a direct stadium announcement. If it doesn't stop, players from both teams come off the pitch until it does, and if it still doesn't stop, the match is abandoned for good, with FIFA deciding what happens next. Why does play just stop twice a half? Heat. Playing across 3 countries in summer means real risk for players. There's a 3-minute break around the 22nd minute of each half and another around the 67th, time to the nearest natural stoppage. And it isn't just for hot days. It's mandatory in all 104 matches, regardless of the weather. Is everyone on board with it, though? Not really. Croatia's manager, Zlatko Dalic, said flatly that it breaks a team's momentum, and it's created a funny side effect of its own. Some teams reportedly wait for the broadcast to come back from an ad break before making a substitution, stacking a second delay on top of one that already stopped the clock. A few things changed outside the laws themselves too. Extra time now kicks in from the round of 32 onward, and if it's still level after that, it comes down to a best-of-5 shootout. And the tournament itself is bigger than ever. 48 teams now, up from 32, the biggest field in World Cup history. So, is any of this actually working? Look at the clock. Average match length this year is 96 minutes and 8 seconds. In Qatar, it was 102 minutes and 43 seconds. That's about 6.5 fewer minutes of dead time every single match. And the incidents keep piling up as the stakes rise. Germany had a header ruled out for a foul on the goalkeeper before it went in. Iran lost a stoppage time winner to a millimeter-level offside call. Ghana didn't get a penalty on a knee-high tackle because it was judged too subjective for VAR to touch. In the round of 16, Kane conceded a penalty on review, and Kwanzaa was sent off in the same check. And deep into extra time, Belgium got a 118th-minute penalty after an on-field review. Did things get messier once the stakes went even higher? Definitely. The ball's own sensor caught a hair deflection, not a real touch, and wiped out Croatia's equalizer against Portugal. Egypt had a goal disallowed for a foul found several seconds earlier in the build-up against Argentina, the boldest reach-back of the tournament. Folarin Balogun scored and then got sent off in the same match against Bosnia, only the third player in World Cup history to do both in a knockout game. And Miguel Almiron became the first player ever sent off under the new mouth-covering rule in the game against Turkey.